What's good, y'all? It's Kingtise. Welcome back to Throughout the Association, and it's okay, Stephen A. My boy Drake got lyrics you can relate to just about every situation you face in life, and I got the perfect one for you. I used to get teased for being black, and now I'm here, and I'm not black enough because I'm not acting tough or making up stories about where I'm actually from, and that brings me to what happened today on First Take. Now, just for some backstory, Stephen A has been getting criticized all week because he was very critical of Colin Kaepernick's workout for some NFL teams and just how he went about it and some of what he did while he was there. Stephen A been getting criticized for this all week. And today on First Take, Terrell Owens was a guest and they were debating about this situation. And then Terrell Owens told Stephen A that he's in the streets and it almost seemed as though Max Kellerman is blacker than Stephen A. Now, of course, Stephen A took offense to this. He started calling for timeout like Chris Webber and told T.O. that he crossed the line. But I'm not sure if Stephen A really knew what T.O. was saying at that moment. T.O. wasn't saying that himself. That's why he said he's in the streets. T.O. was saying what many are saying about Stephen A on social media, the narrative that's going around about him. Now, this isn't a new narrative. It's just been getting a lot more traction ever since Stephen A's stance on this Colin situation. He's been getting a lot of comparisons to someone like Jason Whitlock. I even saw someone say after Stephen A's video on Saturday about Colin that Max Kellerman was going to give Stephen A lesson in black history on Monday. And then that Monday came, and many liked what Max had to say much more, which isn't really that uncommon when it comes to those kind of topics. Many feel that Max makes the better arguments and speaks up in a way that they feel Stephen A should, which is basically what T.O. was telling Stephen A. Now, saying that Max is blacker than Stephen A, that's disrespectful. But I understand what T.O. was saying, and I also understand where the narrative comes from. A lot of things that Stephen A say, it comes off as we should be obedient and grateful in majority of situations. Now, I'm sure Stephen A will look to defend himself over the next few days, but I really think T.O. was just trying to make Stephen A aware of how many feel. And I'm sure Stephen A was already aware of this criticism. He just may not have been ready for it to be said at that moment. But I'm not really sure what Stephen A can do to shake that criticism. It just kind of is what it is. But let me know if you guys agree with T.O. and what you guys think about this, and definitely subscribe.